All right, here is my quick and easy wall or counter workout that is going to get you all the muscles of your legs super, super strong and build endurance so that throughout the day you don't end up feeling that knee pain, that ankle pain, hip pain that kind of comes on. It also is practicing good core in a standing position. So your core muscles are endurance muscles, which means they should be on throughout the day. Yes, you should be able to relax your core throughout the day. You shouldn't be holding super tight, but those deep core muscles should be on supporting your spine when you're up and moving, lifting, carrying, walking, anything like that. Even if you're sitting in the same position for a long period of time, your core muscles need to protect your spine. So that being said, this is not my standing core program, although I do have one on the wall. So let me know if you want access to that. This is my lower body strengthening program to really fire up and kick in some muscles that may or may not be working to the best that they can for you, and that may be a cause of your pain. So first thing that we're going to do is a heel raise. Okay, so I like doing these things without shoes on because guess what? You're strengthening your foot as you're doing these activities. So a heel raise should be straight up and down. Okay, knees should be not fully locked out, but pretty darn close. You're not letting your hips go forward. You're not going backwards. You're going straight up and down. And another thing I like to imagine with my heels is that I'm kind of slightly just holding something between my heels. So I'm not rolling my feet out or in. I'm pressing through all of my toes, especially the big toe. All right, so knock out 10 of those. Next one we're going to is you are actually going to do a kick out to the side. So this is a super important one for the outside of our hips. During the day, we don't use our hips very much. So how you're going to do this and keep good position is with all of the single leg work that I do, I practice that standing on one leg. So naturally you're going to shift slightly on that leg. The hip's going to shift slightly over, but you don't want anything exaggerated. You definitely don't want your shoulders to go the opposite way. You don't want them to go toward the leg that you're standing on. And then you also don't want your hips to drop. So you want to keep your belt line even. All right, so if I'm going to show you here, this doesn't have to be a balance activity. You can always use the wall or a countertop. You're going to kick straight out to the side. So I'm doing my best not to let my hips shift at all. I like to keep my hand that I'm not using on the leg that is going out and in so that I don't swing, because I don't want to swing on this hip. I want to be in full control of what this leg is doing for me. And the biggest mistake that I see clients making is that they want to turn the toe out and then go up. So make sure, rotate your kneecap forward and flex your foot so your whole leg is active. And you should feel that in your side butt right there. Okay? You should also, guess what? Feel it on the side that you're standing on. All right, so 10 kicks each leg. If you feel like you're making any of those mistakes and can't correct it because the hips are weak, reach out to me because we got to start at a little bit more of a foundational level to get you where you want to be with an exercise routine like this one. All right, next one you're going to do is you're actually going to stand on one leg and you're going to bring that leg across your body. Don't let the hips drop. Keep that belt line even. So bringing the leg across the body and then out to the side. Okay, so this one is like kicking back at an angle. Try your best to keep your toes forward. Do not swing on the hip that you're standing on. Okay, try to keep, give that leg a break. Try to keep your belt line level. It's less about the length of the movement and more about control. Okay, last one, mini kickback. Here I do these relatively quickly just to really burn it up because I'm trying not to let my back arch. All right, and usually it's easier not to bring your leg all the way back down. You can, but it's also okay if you just do kind of the mini kicks. Actually, this one specifically, you're gonna actually feel more burn in the leg that you're standing on, but that's okay. We're working both sides. Okay, and the last one that I like if you're at a countertop or a wall is I do like to go into kind of the top of a push-up position and just a strong march. You can kind of stay up on your toes if that's what's comfortable. Pull the belly in. Think about pulling the belly in every time you march. Your spine should not move, but those muscles should be active. Okay, you should not dip under. The back leg should stay active and straight and strong. Okay, as you're doing these. You can always just do a standing march. If you have any problems with putting weight through your wrists, let me know if you have trouble with that, because we'll try to resolve that issue for you. You're just going to do a very, very active, intentional march. And this is another one you can do pretty fast to get that burn going in your hips. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.